of bacon and one of my 50s in cash. I'm tired of...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Cardinals going up against the Browns.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Now a second down throw for Winston. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the 45.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Now Jameis on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback.
And the pressure gets to him again. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Halfback sent in motion. On fourth down, they do snap it to Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
Uses the stiff arm. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First down, Winston. And Jones has it over the middle. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
In motion right is Jones. Jameis now on first down. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Jameis again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Julio Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Let's go! Flex Brown! Flex Brown! Ohio!
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
That one good for 7 that time. And it'll give the Browns a first down.
Let's go!
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Flex Brown! Flex Brown! Let's go! 57. Mike, 57. Ohio!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 3rd down. Here's Rawls. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
Well, he certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 63 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Giovanni Bernard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Following the interception, Winston. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Winston. Found his target. It's Anderson. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
A first down throw for Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. And the slot man goes in motion left. Winston now to throw on first down. That is caught at the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to...
And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now he'll tuck it and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. He can run for it, and he will. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now it's 2nd and 7. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Play clock winding down. They go again with Rawls. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Second down, Winston. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Julio Jones, 76 yards. And the Cardinals add on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The play clock's running down. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. A very solid gain of 27. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Ready.
From the gun, Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, Hill. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here's Hill. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first. Time running out here on the play clock. On 1st down, Hill. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down now, Hill. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run on 1st down. Hill. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
On 2nd down, Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Jones now in motion left. Working out of the gun. Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
To throw, Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Here's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And the wideout in motion. On 3rd down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here's Winston. And able to find Dorsett. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.